2 months ago, which was in February, my dad got really sick. I remember getting a call from my aunt saying that you should call your dad. He's not doing very well. Try to convince him to come back. Because at that time, my dad had left Dar. He had been in Iringa for a week. And his symptoms were trouble breathing, and he didn't have an appetite, he couldn't taste food. All the symptoms of COVID. And that past week, a lot of people were dying from COVID. And I remember thinking that I might lose my dad. And so I remember sharing this with my Connect group as well as the worship team. And we started praying because he was very sick. He couldn't travel to Dar es Salaam. And then my brother was able to go and get him. He went with my uncle to go get him in Iringa. And when he was brought here, the doctor said that he was in really bad shape. And I remember just like 2 weeks before that, his neighbor called me at night. He said, "I don't think your dad will make it the night. It seems that he's really, really in bad shape." So when he came to Dar es Salaam, the doctors took him immediately to ICU, and we were just praying honestly because the doctors themselves were not sure if he'll make it through the night or through the week. They just said they're gonna monitor his progress. And I remember the church really helped with praying for him and my friends as well. And we prayed so much. I remember 2 days later, the doctor said that he had complications. Apart from COVID, he also had kidney complications, and his lungs were in pretty bad shape. At that moment, I remember thinking, God, just send a miracle, because my dad was not saved at the time. And I did not know where, if push comes to shove, what would happen to him. So one day I shared with some of my friends in Connect, and they told me if I get an opportunity to talk to him, I should try to lead him to Christ. And it was impossible at the time because he was in isolation. Nobody was allowed to go see him. Only one person was allowed, which was my brother. And so I just prayed. I prayed for a miracle. And this day I just got an opportunity to go see him. My aunt was like, "You can go today." And so when I went to see him, as I was talking to him, I realized that he was crying. And as I was talking to him about Jesus, he was in tears. And at the end, he said, "Yes, I wanna pray that prayer with you." And so he prayed. And afterwards, there was just this peace. And I knew that whatever happened, that he will be okay. So I just want to encourage everyone seeing this, that there is purpose in everything. Even when he was sick, most of the things that we were thinking about was his health, but then we were not seeing what God was also doing during that time. God was trying to save his soul, not just his physical well-being, but his soul. And so we should remember, even when we're going through trials and hardships, and God is faithful, God is a healer, God comes through, but most importantly, God chases after the people. He chases after people, he chases after their hearts, even in those dire moments. So yeah, this is my testimony.